Hi, everybody. It's Monday afternoon, and we are going to go over your answers for your workbook pages. So I'm going to do this pretty quickly, but I promised you that I would explain it again one more time before I went over it. So we're going to look at number 1 on page 196. Number 1 starts out as what is 15% of 12 meters? If you remember when we talked about it in class, is it telling us what 100% is? Is one of these numbers the 100% or the base of what they're talking about? So 12 meters is that, because it's asking us for 15% of 12 meters. So we know, just like I showed you down here, I put my percentage on the bottom, my real number on the top, and for 100% the real number is 12 meters. So I go ahead and I always make it a fraction first with the percentage on the bottom, the real number on the top that represents that percentage, and then I just do my division. Always make it a fraction first, then divide. If I take 12 over 100, do division, it will move the decimal point 2 places to the left because we're dividing, and we're moving 2 places because of the 2 zeros from our 100. It will equal 0.12. So then I just take my 0.12, now that I turned it into a fraction, divided and made it a decimal after I divided by 100, and I go to 15% is what I times it by, because this gave me 1%. Once I divided, 0.12 is 1% instead of 100. It's asking me for 15% of it. So I just times that by 15, and it comes out to 1.8, which is your answer. Number 2, number 2 is the same type of problem where, remember, we need to figure out what type of problem is it asking us to find 100%, or is it giving me the real number for 100%, which would be the total, which is 12 meters, and it's asking me to find a smaller percentage than 100 of that real number for the 100%. So let's go find a problem that actually says, no, I am not asking you for a smaller percent. I'm giving you the smaller percent, and I want you to find 100%. So let's go down here to find one that is the total, and we don't need to put it over 100%. Number 7 is one of those. So Miss Galen spent 55% of her savings. So of the total percent of her savings, she spent 55% on a television, and it cost $550. So it's telling me 55% of her savings is the real number for it is 550. So now it's asking how much money did she have in her savings before she bought the television. It's asking me to find the 100%, not like up here where it gave me a real number for 100% and then I put it over 100%. It's saying find 100%. That's how I know the difference. So number 7, she said 55% is $550. That's the real number. So what you need to do is find out what 100% is. So on number 7, we would take our 55%, and remember the percents always go on the bottom, which is what we learned up here. The real number that matches that percent is going on the top. So we always, first thing, put it into a fraction. Real number is at the top, percents on the bottom, and then I just divide. 55, remember the top dog goes in your calculator first. So 550 divided by 55 equals 10. But I'm not done there, because that just tells me 1%. So now I need to say, oh, they wanted me to find 100%. So I times that by 100, and it gives me 1,000. So hopefully you remember. I'm going to write it right here just in case. The first step is make it into a fraction. The fraction would have the percent on the bottom and the real number that equals that percent. This percent is on the top. Then after that, you second step, do the division. Then once you do the division, you times or multiply by the percent that they ask you to find. So if they're asking you to find 15% of a number, you times it by 15%. If they say find the whole number, we're telling you part of it, you need to find it and times it by 100%. So that is what you are looking to do, and you either need to figure out at the end, remember, times it by whether it's 15% that they said they want you to find of a real number, then you times it by 15. Or if they want you to find the total percent, you times it by 100, because that's what the total amount would be. So hopefully you got that. I'm going to run through the answers with you real quick, and then we'll be done. So number 1, the answer would be 8 or 1.8. Number 2, the answer, I'll circle them for you. The answer is 300. Number 3, the answer is $162. Number 4, sorry, I'm pushing you off the paper here, so I'm bringing it back down. 1.8 is the first one. Okay, so number 1, 1.8. Number 2 is 300. Number 3 is $162. Number 4 is 488.4 kilometers. Number 5 is 975 girls. Number 6 is 1,440. Number 7 is 1,000. Number 8 is 472. Number 9 is 50 CDs. Number 10 is 123 girls. Pushing my paper up here. Number 11 is 1,040 ducks. Number 12 is 300 watermelons. If you got 301 on that one, that's fine, because it depends on how you put it in the calculator. Number 14 is 24. Number 15 is 11.25. Number 16 is $4,000. Number 17 is $9,000. And number 18 is going to be $262.50 right there. So if you have any questions, please make sure you text me, email me, call me, and I can come in early. But if not, put how many you got over 18 on your paper, and we will turn it in tomorrow. Otherwise, we will hope you have a wonderful night, and we will see you bright and early in the morning. Have a good day. Bye.